guys, it's too late for now.
Yo guys, what's up? It's TBOT here. Today we're going to be doing a brand new video on Town Hall 13 and the new update that's coming out in the game. Now before I get into it, I want to say that I'm doing a $100 iTunes and Google Play giveaway. So I'm giving away one iTunes or Google Play for $100. That's a lot of free gems or whatever you want to buy in game for, whatever game. All you have to do to enter in that giveaway is step 1, like the video. Step 2, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And step 3, leave a comment down below telling me if you want an iTunes or Google Play card. I will be DMing or messaging the winners on their YouTube channel, so make sure you check your inbox or your YouTube channel. I will announce the winners 1 week after the video is posted. So now getting into the video. So we all know that Town Hall 12 came out around 2 years ago, or around a year ago or so, a year and a half, and we haven't seen a Town Hall 13. We weren't sure if Town Hall 11 was coming out, but eventually Town Hall 13 will be coming out. This is inevitable. There just has to be more Town Hall levels. It's not enough to just stop at Town Hall 12. So obviously I'm still at Town Hall 11. That's because I, took a very long break from this game just because I was getting a little bit tired of it, but I've got a new appreciation for it. So we're going to be talking about the release date first for Town Hall 13 and when we think it's going to get released. So Town Hall 13 has been confirmed to be coming out. This is by Supercell developers. In recent interviews, they have code names for each project update, and there's Operation Blue Skies, there's other operations, I forgot what they're called, but they all have code names, and this is basically to hide what update is coming out in the game. So they don't want to give it out by saying, Town Hall 13 update. So obviously they develop these updates for 6 months to a year before the update comes out because they want to make sure they get everything perfect. They want to space out each Town Hall upgrade for about 1.5 years in between each other. So it took a very long time for Town Hall 11 to come out after Town Hall 10 came out, and they just do not want that to happen for Town Hall 13. And it also took a little while for Town Hall 12 to come out, so they are going to be spacing it a little bit shorter. So that is why many people believe, and I believe, that Town Hall 13 will be coming out at the end of the year. So right before the end of the year, that's either December, November, around there, October. So basically, Supercell has a lot of big updates at the end of the year. They have the holiday update. They just roll out a lot of stuff at the end of the year, and it would only make sense for them to roll out Town Hall 13 by this time. So enough of the release date stuff. Let's get into some of the concepts and some of the ideas people have for Town Hall 13. So I'm going to be putting up a few pictures of the concepts of what it's going to look like. So personally, I do think it's going to be a greenish kind of color because we did see that with the Archer Towers. So I do believe the Town Hall 13 will be green, a type of green theme. I'm not exactly sure if that's accurate, but I do see a lot of the defenses and stuff like that, have a hue of green and sort of lean in that direction. So I will go with that. Will be my prediction for the Town Hall color. You can see the concept art on the screen right now. So let's go ahead and talk about the Town Hall 13 and what's going to come out with it. So people have been talking about, the Town Hall 12 has a ton of Teslas on top of it, or whatever it's called, that are so OP. It's like unbelievable how OP they are. I put in like maxed out minions, or maybe not maxed out just because I'm not Town Hall 12, but the level under maxed out for minions, and they just absolutely destroy it. So it has, multiple Teslas on top of the Town Hall that obliterate pretty much any low level troop. So what I'm expecting for Town Hall 13, and tell me down below what you guys want to see for Town Hall 13 as well, is that I'm expecting a defensive building on top of Town Hall 13. So obviously for Town Hall 12, you can upgrade the defensive position on top of the Town Hall. So I'm thinking, possibly an Inferno Tower Town Hall. This has been talked about a little while, but you can see, I'm going to zoom in on this right actually. There's a little circle on top of the Town Hall, and that would be perfect to pop out a little Inferno Tower. Could you imagine that, and just have a either single or multi-target Inferno Tower? So for maxed out Town Hall 12s, you already get 3 Inferno Towers, and then with a Town Hall 13, maybe you don't get the 4th one and it just comes in the Town Hall. So how crazy would that be? That would be insane. So of course, with the new update, there will be new troops and new buildings coming out in the game, and I'm really excited to talk about some of the stuff that's coming out. So we do believe Town Hall 13 will include a new hero. That's right, a new hero. We're gonna have a 4th hero, and we have no idea what it could be at this point. We can only speculate. So with the addition of a hero, we also expect a new troop to come out. So this will probably be a dark troop, just because there are more spots available in Clash of Clans for a dark troop to be released. I'm not exactly sure if walls will be added for Town Hall 13. They're gonna have to work out the specifics, but they're gonna have to add more hero levels as well. They're gonna have to add in additional defenses, and I expect a new defensive building to be added as well, just because Town Hall 13 or Town Hall 12 didn't really have any building, like any new building, except for that little workshop or whatever. They didn't have a new building. So I do expect a new defensive building, and you can see by the season challenges feature that Supercell does do a great job in rolling out updates, whether that be the Town Hall updates or just basic in-game features or minor bugs. So getting back into the release date a bit, I just want to talk about it a little bit more. So Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12 were spaced 2.5 years apart. So that's a long time for a player to be waiting for a new update, a new Town Hall that's enough to max out an entire village. So Supercell will be shortening the time between the update. I believe it will be 1.5 years, and there will be a quicker update, most likely at the end of the year. So let's talk about a few more ideas for Town Hall 13 and the update that will be released at the end of the year. So some people have been saying that Inferno Towers can be geared up. We haven't seen that for the Inferno Towers yet. So we do see that for the cannons and the Archer Towers. You can gear them up to make the Archer Towers shoot faster, and obviously for the cannon to make it a double cannon. So it would be really cool to see that added into the game, have a geared up Inferno Tower. You would have to do that in the builder space first, I believe, or maybe not. Regardless, a Town Hall 13 with a double Inferno Tower would be absolutely crazy. They would have to balance out the new troop and new hero added into the game with new defensive buildings, obviously. So I do expect them to see a new defensive building. Could be a geared up Inferno Tower. We could just be seeing a geared up level of different defensive buildings, but the Inferno Tower geared up would definitely be a plus. So next would be the builders huts. They could either add a new builders hut into the game, or you can actually upgrade the builders hut to increase the speed starting at Town Hall 13. So once you get to Town Hall 13, I expect the waiting time will be a lot longer, like a very long time to max out buildings. It was already a very long time when I was a maxed out Town Hall 10. Well, I was never a maxed out Town Hall 10, but when I was a Town Hall 10 and I was maxing out my buildings, the update times would take 14 days, like 15 days. Could you imagine waiting that long for a maxed out building? But who knows, they could be actually keeping that in the game. They would have to decrease the building time for the lower level buildings if they do add something into the game. They have done this several times. They've done this with the heroes. They've done this with like the cost, and it's actually a disservice to the people who do buy gems and spend all this money on maxing out everything just to have them come out with a new thing that, you know, they could have spent less money on the previous, you know, hero level or whatever. But that's just one of my opinions. I'm sure some of you guys may agree. So the next thing is that Town Hall 13 will have 3 new siege machines. So this would be the Sparky, the Ballista, and the Tunneler. So that would be absolutely crazy. So we already have the siege machine that like breaks into the wall and like targets the Inferno Towers, and then we have the drop, like the airship that completely destroys all the walls and buildings in the area. So I would imagine the Sparky would be like the Sparky in Clash Royale. So it would just roll up and absolutely freaking destroy everything in sight. So that would be a really cool addition into the game. Also, the Ballista, I would imagine the Ballista would kind of be like the Expo, and it would just be a rolling Expo. Or for the tunneler, something like the miner, and then just have like a huge machine that just tunnels under the walls. Wouldn't have to go over the walls to see that. So that was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys want to see Town Hall 13 added into the game, leave me a comment down below. Be sure to click the bell next to the subscribe button on my YouTube channel. I will be releasing a lot more videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.